What's up, guys, and welcome back to Mon Bazou. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were finally able to purchase the huge packager, which has been an absolute godsend. So I think it's safe to say we have our financial situation under control, at least for right now anyways. But what I want to do today is actually make our way back out to the scrapyard so we can finally obtain the abandoned E36. The only trouble now is I'm kind of having a hard time remembering where I put the truck at. Looks like it's over at the sugar shack. So let's go over there and scoop that thing up, because there are many parts that we're gonna have to bring with us to the scrapyard. We just leave the ATV right on over here. We really only use this thing, honestly, just to like give ourselves a ride from the sugar shack to the house, or vice versa. But let's see how much maple syrup we have in here. Well, the thing's not connected anymore, so that must mean that it's full, right? And then we're also gonna need a little bit of maple syrup for our own personal consumption today. So, really quick, there's a total of 0 lids. We don't have any lids? Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to make a special trip into town then tomorrow. Not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Let's get the truck for right now. That's really all we came over here for anyways. And we can start filling the back end of this thing up with all those parts that we're gonna need. Alrighty, I've got sort of a mental checklist that I'm gonna try to go through, but let's turn on some tunes just to help sort of pass the time. This isn't the most entertaining part of today's episode. I know that much for sure, but we're gonna need these. And rather than, well, I don't know, they might not fly out on us. Let's just try to put them in there, right? What's the worst that could happen? They do end up flying out of the bed on us, and we have to make a quick stop and pick them up. Not a big deal, but honestly, watch, that'll probably happen now. So there's a couple of things we're gonna need from Rogers. Another magnetic parts tray is definitely one of those things, and probably more bolts. I know it seems like we have a lot of bolts sitting right here, but honestly, I'm gonna put these in the cab probably. Once we go through and do all the lugs, I am gonna be bringing some brakes, so we'll need some bolts for that, and then also the suspension stuff. So it's gonna need quite a few bolts. I don't think we need to be bringing these along with us. Those, maybe. Let's actually, because honestly, I'll forget. Let's put this back up here. We'll get rid of just 2 of these smaller bolts, and then grab 4 of these, because the big ones right here, and they don't have to be black for this reason, but those big ones are going to be what we need for the wheel hub bearings. You know, that's the only way we can actually get wheels mounted to the chassis. So, speaking of which, I don't know which ones I want to do. Of course, they're probably going to come off anyways, right? Because I don't really have a game plan for what I would like to do to the abandoned E36. We kind of have like a OEM plus one right here already. I just don't know. There's so many different routes that we could go with this one. Like, there's just so many possibilities. We've got a turbocharged, like, upgraded engine in this one. So maybe we just go, like, OE? But also, we could put a lift kit on the abandoned one. We could put off-road tires on it if we really wanted to. Speaking of tires, we're gonna need these. Okay, I'm getting off track here. Kind of losing my focus. Let's just grab the OE suspension, because again, it's probably gonna be coming off anyways. If we wanted to do like a lifted suspension, I'm pretty sure we would need the struts and things that are on this E36 currently. What else are we gonna need? We don't really need a seat right now. Let's grab, we really don't need a diff right now either. Let's grab these good ones. Granted, again, they're probably gonna be coming off. I don't even think I've heard this song, honestly. Oh, yes I have. Yes I have. This is the human race song or whatever, right? I'm going to grab these rusted rotors, just so we have some rotor on there. It's the only one we have in the garage right now, so I guess it'll probably get the job done. And now let's just grab the rusties. Right? This is, oh, let's stack these a little bit better so they don't fly out on us. But these are the wheels that our E36, this one right here, actually came with originally, so it's only fair, right? It's only fitting that we end up putting them on our new one. Okay, am I forgetting anything? I need to turn the radio off because honestly it's distracting me. We're not gonna need a steering wheel just yet. Oh, the wrench. Duh, dude. We're gonna want the wrench. Kind of sad, actually. Kind of a bummer that we're not gonna have access to our air compressor there, because the impact gun helps a ton. It's probably got an ECU in it already. It doesn't even have an engine, so maybe it doesn't. I think that's everything that we can get from our garage. But like I said, there's a few things that we're gonna need from Roger's as well. But since it's Sunday, we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to tackle that. So let's check on our taters. Looks like we've got a couple right here that are ready to harvest. These ones still need just a little bit longer. And then once we, hang on, we actually got some seeds. I was gonna say once we get some seeds, we can get a new little grow op set up down in our bunker, but I kinda already used those pots that we had reserved for our oregano instead. Oregano is the big moneymaker after all, so I am just gonna, let's get these replanted. Get these replanted, we might as well, right? And then we'll get these potato seeds, because it's just a potato after all. We'll get these, put back in here, grab our watering can, do a little bit of watering, and then I think it'll probably be time to go to bed. We literally just woke up and died. I was just about to say there's a pretty good possibility that we're gonna die this morning, and what do you know? It happened. Perfect. Well, we've got a little bit more time to kill. Let's go ahead and cut some french fries. We'll get some more poutine going, and then I guess we could just make our way into town now, right? Our first stop is gonna be here to see our boy Leo. I really need to get better about making like more frequent trips out here to see our boy, because what are we at relationship wise? 4 out of 50 with this dude. So we'll just hang out here. Here he comes. What's going on, buddy? You don't need to approach all slow. Like maybe I'll start coming to you a little bit as well, so you'll know that, you know, we're not gonna hurt you. We're not here to make you upset. We're just here to make you love us and give you some treats, you know? So with that taken care of, we're off to the Federation. We don't need to back in here, right? Can we just, yeah, we can just pull straight in. Perfect. So 2,000 for a full tanker. I like that. I know I said in the previous episode, I think it was, that I was like, that's it? Like, that's all we're really getting for that? We accept all producers regardless of the number of tap maple trees. Okay, that's good to know, Eric. Good to know. We need a couple of these lids. Let's just get one, and we'll grab one more, and we'll get out of your hair. But I had forgotten that we sort of continue to receive money. You know, every Sunday we're gonna continue to get some more money out of this whole deal. So kind of forgot about that. That's why I at first was a little upset with the dollar amount, but it's honestly good. Also, we need to call Turbo Construction just so I can finally figure out once and for all how much it's actually going to cost us to pave all the roads leading out to our house. I've seen different figures, different numbers thrown around in the comments section, so having a hard time knowing, you know, what's what. But let's park up here. This is going to be our next little stop. We'll just go ahead and cut the ignition as well. We need to fill up with fuel. We're like nearly empty on this thing. And then I also want to go inside and talk to the boys too while we're here. Jacques, Norman, good to see you guys. Good to see you. Do you have any like regular bolts? You've got these right here. I think that'll work. Actually, I think that'll work. And then the other stuff we'll grab from Roger. We're really hitting all the spots today. Everywhere except Melanie's. honestly. Well, Melanie's and the dealers, I guess, if you wanna include them. So, Raj, we need these 4 things from you. Grab those really quick. I would kind of like some more of these. Really trying to just stock up on those things, you know? And another magnetic tray. That'll definitely come in handy. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting about? Nothing that we need immediately, but there are a ton of E36 parts in here. We're definitely going to have to come back in and purchase some more stuff when we're ready for it. But for right now, we're going to get the truck loaded up, and then we're finally going to be able to make our way back out to the scrapyard. Oh, wait, dude! I completely forgot the trailer. Okay, back to the house. We're going to grab the dolly trailer, and then we're going to go out to the scrapyard to finally get the abandoned E36. I can't believe I forgot the trailer, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, we have once again arrived at the scrapyard. Hopefully for the last time. I can't imagine there's really much else that we would ever need to come out here to grab. For right now, I'm not even gonna worry about like getting the truck all backed up to the door or anything. The first thing that we need to do is just get the suspension on, get the brakes on, get the wheels on, so we have a rolling shell. This thing's not going very far without any wheels, so let's just start chucking things. Oh, I forgot I picked up more cheese curds and forgot to drop them off at the house. It's fine. Let's just start chucking things out of here. That way it's not all sliding around inside the truck. Alrighty, well, I, unfortunately, didn't really give myself very much daylight to work with today, so we're gonna kind of have to rush through this a little bit, but I'm not super worried about it. What do we want to start with? Maybe the wheel hub bearings? Just grab one of these, go around and get each one fitted up. And then for these bolts, I'm pretty sure this takes those big boys, right? Because that's... We only have 4 of those, so I really hope that is the case. Let's just grab this. Bring it on into the garage. Oh no, I completely forgot about this, dude. It's gonna be so slow. Oh, it's awful. It's not, okay, I shouldn't say it's awful, but like, compared to the impact gun, this is very, very slow. Just 2 more though. I'm also gonna try to leave this uncut. I know a lot of people don't really like when I like cut out certain parts, especially when it comes to like building a vehicle. People get real salty about that. So let's move on to probably suspension, I guess, now. Got one of these struts going up front. Thankfully, these are not specific to front and rear, so we can just chuck them in wherever. But there's going to be 3 12 mils on top, and then 2 on bottom for each of those struts. So that's another reason why we have so many of these things. And there's one done. The amount of time that it took to do that one, I've got to do it 3 more times. Actually, let's be smart about this, Toogii. Let's bring the bolts with us, right? That way we don't waste a bunch of time walking around. Here it is. Here it is, the last bolt, and that is the suspension complete. So we've got suspension done, wheel hub bearings in. Now I think we're good to move on. God, we're running out of daylight. Good to move on to the brakes. Oh, and I didn't even put the jack stands underneath. I guess it's not super important now, but we might as well do that just before we put the wheels on. That way it doesn't like throw the vehicle into the air. That is a thing that can happen. There we go. We've got one. Let's do the other side before it does some weird stuff in here and starts like shifting. Yeah, see? It like wants to fall into the pit that it's hovering over. It wants to so bad. Just to be a nuisance. Just to be annoying. Now we can grab these. That is the left side, so that'd be driver's side. There we go. I know lefts from rights, sort of, on occasion. Let's get that one up there. We're just gonna have to run through and get 2 more bolts zipped into all those calipers. Grab that. And then it's on to the wheels, ladies and gents. On to the wheels. Got the last bolt going into this caliper. To be honest, we probably don't need brakes. We probably don't need the suspension either, but I'm just trying to make it easier for us to actually pull the vehicle onto the dolly trailer. That thing is a nightmare, or at least it can be sometimes. So now I think we're probably done with the rusty bolts. Unless, do we want to save the metal ones? We've probably got enough to do the lugs. Well, do we? No, we don't. No, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. So let's just grab all of these. Is there a fast way of doing this? Or we really just gotta... Okay, that's all right. Now we can just put this magnetic tray right there. Grab our wrench, have that at the ready, and we can start installing the steelies, the old rusty steelies. It's not gonna look very good, I realize this, but again, a lot of this stuff is just gonna come off anyways. We're only installing it really just, again, so we have an easier time getting it on out of here. Okie dokie. That is it, you guys. The last bolt. So we'll get the wrench put back in there, make sure we get this magnetic tray. We actually might have had just enough daylight too. Let's now get all of these removed. This is the scary part because I feel like it wants to fall into that inspection pit so bad. It is real close, you guys. It is real close. See? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Please, God, no. And I really regret not buying a maple syrup from Jacques while we were at Cali Gas. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. This time we're probably gonna die out here though, so that's nice, right? Let's get this thing turned over, get the lights turned on, and I think, honestly, we're gonna have to try to come back for this thing in the morning. Put her in reverse Terry, and we'll see it. We'll see it in the morning. Well, that's where we're leaving the truck at for the night. I really hate dying at the wheel. There's nothing worse than that. Because now, well, what vehicle do we have that we can take out there? Wait a minute, we had the trailer on. Oh my God, I'm actually kind of a genius. Right, we had the trailer on. Oh, and I don't have any smokes. So we can just take this E36 to go pick up the truck to have to come back home just to go back out to the scrapyard again. But we're gonna be able to actually retrieve the truck. All in all, I'm pretty happy about that. There it is. Exactly where we left it. So I think this E36, I'm just gonna leave it right up here. Of course it's dark too, so that doesn't really help anything, does it? I'm hoping, we're probably gonna have to disconnect maybe? God, it's gonna be difficult enough just getting inside this thing. The truck is inside of a tree, you guys. It is inside of a tree. Oh no, and now the trailer's underneath the rear wheels. Whoa, okay, that's not good, that's not good. But we're fine, We live to see another day. See, sometimes you need to do something real crazy to get the result that you were hoping for, but the trailer's upside down. Hang on. We've done this before. We've done this once before. We just have to do a decently fast turn, and it should flip back over. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is not my fault. Let it be known, this is not my fault. The thing's not tipping over. Okay, maybe we need to be going faster. I also just noticed that we lost all 4 of our jack stands. So that's cool. Yep, they're all right there. Good. Make sure that I pick those up later. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Right over the ditch. And flip over. Come on, come on, come on. There it goes. There it goes. All right. Back down here. Let's get hooked up to our current E36, the non-abandoned one. And then we can bring that thing home. We're gonna have to come back all the way out here again just to get the abandoned one.
Many minutes later.
I just dropped off the good E36, the nicer, I should say, E36, over at the house. Gotta get some lids put in the machine, but I'm kinda noticing now, it looks like I might have lost a couple of bags of dog treats. Maybe some bags of cheese curds as well. I think I was gonna wait around for this thing to kick on, but honestly, I need maple syrup and I need it now. So let's just get one going for right now. It's ridiculous that we needed a can lid just to have to take the lid off again so that we could drink it. But that is all we need right now. No sense really leaving that on, I suppose. Yep, here we go, dude. Stuff's just fallen out of the truck. I don't know where this stuff has been at, but it's the wrench. The wrench just popped out of nowhere. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm temporarily going to be throwing that stuff back up in the cab. And another cheese curd. And hopefully stuff stops just appearing from nowhere. But it's back in the truck and back to the scrapyard for us. This has really been quite the ordeal, you guys. All this work just to retrieve a shell. An old, rusted out shell of a vehicle. But it should be pretty cool. And that actually reminds me, a lot of you let me know that, okay, careful. Not trying to jackknife right now. But a lot of you let me know that there are actually a couple. I'm gonna leave the parking brake disengaged, I think, just so things don't shift around. But a lot of you let me know that there should be another E36 here with some parts actually in it. There's nothing in that one. Wasn't there a second one? Yeah, right here. Okay, here we go. An OE steering wheel, you guys, with an airbag. The one that we have doesn't have an airbag. It's completely blown out. So that is pretty cool. Definitely has me excited. And then what do we have here? Some off-road headlights. Interesting. I really am leaning more towards doing like an off-road sort of lifted type build with this abandoned E36. You guys will have to let me know. Give me some ideas. Maybe some stuff that you might want to see. But for right now, I'm going to reach back here. We're going to grab the old winch, because the first thing that we need to do is just try to get this thing pulled out straight enough so that we can actually put it on the dolly trailer. And then I'll go through the trouble of trying to back that trailer up. Just a couple of cranks here, and it'll be out of there in no time, I swear. I don't have any bolts with me either to install that steering wheel, so I can't... Well, I couldn't hop in it anyways because we don't have a seat. Okay, yeah, this is not really going so hot. So let's try from over here maybe, and we can pull that front clip out of the wall. That should not be happening right now. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself. You can do anything. It's stuck. It is stuck, isn't it? Good. Good. I'm having a good time. This is fun. Yeah, you know, it really seems to like this wall. Really seems to like this wall a whole lot. Maybe I'm going about it all wrong. Maybe we need to be doing this from the backside to get it unstuck. Hey, it's doing something different. That's good. That's good. One more. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's what we needed. Now we've just got to get a little bit of an angle on it. It's going better now. It's going better now. Okay, no. No, not into the wall again. Please, God, no, not like this. We just really need to, get it away from that wall. It's like a freaking magnet, dude. I don't understand. Okay, we might be out, though. Might be out of the garage now. Looking good, looking good. God, this takes forever. I really am surprised that we don't have, like, an electronic winch just yet. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming. But this sucks so bad. There we go. There we go. That's what we needed right there. That is what we needed. So, the e-brake does work? It should work. I mean, we have the brakes hooked up. Let's leave that disengaged for right now. Maybe that's why it wasn't rolling very well. But we'll hop back in the truck and we'll try to back this thing on up to it. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay, right there is probably as good as it's gonna get. No e-brake again. But let's grab this one because now, oh, I guess we weren't quite ready for that. Gotta get the ramp down first. Now we need to just get this thing on the trailer. Of course, it doesn't have any way of actually making it up here on its own. So that means we have to try to use this again. I've got a good feeling about it though. I really do. It seems to be rolling a little bit better now that we have the e-brake down. You got it. You got it. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. One more. Hold, stay right there. We just got to put the ramp up. Okay, don't do anything dumb. Please don't do anything dumb. Secured, and we can get rid of that. There we go, you guys. It does seem to be a little, like, slidey still, maybe? Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. Let's just get back home. Am I forgetting anything here? Did anything else fall out? I think we're okay, but I did just see this old truck. Since the old truck had an update, I would think... Oh yeah, what's this? There'd be something in here. It's not something that I would put on the truck, but I'm gonna bring it home. You see what I mean? It just doesn't really love being on the trailer. But then again, I don't think our good E36 really does either. But here we are, arriving back at home. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the parking brake on this old girl and just get this thing detached, dude. Before it does, nope, it's still doing some weird stuff. It is still doing some weird stuff. Detach. Please, please, no, not like this, not like this. What are you even doing? Why are you like a magnet to the truck all of a sudden? Hang on, let's just move this thing on out of here before things get really, really bad. What are you doing? Why? And I'm just super exhausted. It's late in the afternoon now. I guess it's only like 2 o'clock, but yeah, this is cool. So, I think that's probably just where we're gonna wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.